Then between last one and the previous one. And what's the mixed up with the other one.
We're doing mixed up.
After mixed up with fair.
The difference is that this one is more mixed up than the last one. Or up, down,
No. We got the main man
What do you mean exactly? Up, down?
And that's from more cooperation.
More cooperation, last.
I think so too. More commands.
Try it slow motion.
Most feeling work on that then and more about each other because of the pain. One stone. So that one will make the next.
Slightly.
Is it better?
Let me know.
That's the problem. It's a problem because you gotta look around Right? Two more. Number 8, number 9. Everybody show your number. Okay, now I've got your number. If I were number 5, do anything. Names, do a sign, something, anything. Until I stop. Okay? That's a little story if you like. Tell about your life. About anything. Yes. My name was from New York City. It's nice, the focus was clear. You see her, everybody saw her. The freeze was clear, the focus was clear.
What are you doing? Good job.
When it's big, when you take focus like that, but when you take focus clearly and strongly, you understand because the focus was taken. Notice the bloom for a while. Gene. I like NTID, I enjoyed it. First time to drum. So he accepted the focus well, that was good. Okay, I think it was. My name is, well, you all know me, but my name is, can't follow that. strong focus. What? Getting the attention was a little weak. She wasn't sure to look at. I'm happy that NTID. I'm happy that NTID came here. That is people here. I feel about doesn't mean that. Strong. Like a strong quote, strong position. That's better. Or if you get people a little close, get a little movement around it so the focus becomes more clearly. If you find yourself too close to the one you're focusing very honest. You were very honest about it. You felt nervous. It was beautiful. That's why. What you said is true. Number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. I feel like everybody's looking at me. What's the matter? What's going on? It's our friend. I'm relieved. I was bothered by somebody was laughing, smiling.
Thanks a lot.
Number 4. Yep. You talk about your individuals. Talk about the one who has focus. Number 3. He's smiling. Why is he smiling? He's big. He's huge. Wow. He's boastful. Wow. Strange hairdo. Yes. Now you should be looking at her. You're talking about her. You should concentrate on her so that the focus is on her and others see you and look back to her. The audience knows what's happening. All right, again. Strong, big, huge. You got a big belly. You look strange. His hair's all awry. And he looks like a girl. Funny colors. Wow. It's a girl. Nice figure. Huge, huge, strong shoulders, big arms. Has a funny expression, gaping expression, dummy. I wonder about him. Yeah. He's huge. It's only supposed to be number 1, but I don't know who it is. There it is. Wow, good looking. Very thin. Nice figure. Long blonde hair. Let's get another volunteer. Now follow, you able to follow my ideas? You see the idea of this? Are you following the idea that I want you to understand? Do you have questions? Which is it? You've tried it many times. Okay, let's see. Try it with many people here. I'll give you a number. Person come out. Take strong focus. Sign, do whatever you want. And that person try to guess the thoughts. See what you suspect. The expression is strange. See what they might be thinking about her. It depends on her concentration. They went somewhere and they were driving. And they stopped in the town and they found a motel. They arrived at the town. Hi, my name is Joe Sarker, and I'm from Louisiana. Terrible to say here in the north. What's the difference here? What do you see? I think it's the same person. Same person. Dream. It's interesting with thoughts, you look at the story. Before, I chose a person who came up, did something, the others laughed or fell on their knees, the other person had a blank expression. There's more life, is that right? In this way of doing it. There's more life, more strength than previously. Who is it? You wondered before. You have to keep yourself alive on stage. The others kept their concentration straight on stage. And they looked in a strange way, it was like an empty head looking at him. They went right past him. Direct concentration, fall. It should be like that. It goes by him. Do you feel that way yourself? You look it straight at it. They have that. You have that feeling, Malcolm? Yeah. Does that look comfortable to you? Is that better? All right, that's the idea. All right, one comes out with clear focus, getting the clear focus.
Thanks, Chair.
It's important in the theater, the clarity of focus. It's important. Drop it. And have a clear stance.
She's gonna say something. One what? The audience.
Ba 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 ba. Doesn't work? This work? Okay. First I got up and I'm going to tell you a story. Now first, I want to tell you a story. Then I'm going to ask for people to participate in my story, okay? Once, a long time ago, lived a farmer. Oh, he had a big farm and he worked on the farm and he grew different things. Most of the farm was fruit trees, different fruits, trees. Have a technical problem? Okay. She was distracted by the technical problems. Okay, so we're starting again now. So a long time ago, a farmer had fruit trees and orchards and so forth. And the farmer loved all of the trees, loved to plant everything and grow and work in the land and everything and take care of all the trees. Now his favorite tree was an old apple tree. He loved that apple tree, so beautiful. And every fall it was so beautiful, with all the leaves and everything. All the leaves covered the trees, and the farmer himself used to hide as the Lord Almighty above. And every fall, whenever the apples came off, the farmer would collect all of them, put them in the bushel basket, and give them to the Lord. So every fall he would gather them and keep giving them to the Lord. Was the delicious apples, and he would eat them and say, oh, they're so delicious. Sumptuous. One fall, the farmer was giving them to the Lord, the apples, and the Lord took a bite. He decided that apple was too good for the farmer, so he wanted the tree for himself. So he went to the farmer, trying to move the tree to his own land, to the Lord's land. So I moved it, and the farmer, but, well, the Lord was the boss, so he was stuck, so he had to. So he dug it up, kept digging and digging, and he moved the tree to the land of the Lord. Moved it over, planted it, had everything taken care of, and then he left. It was the wrong tree. Started withering and dying, and it died. The Lord came and saw it and looked, and he was stuck. And now the trees, there was no apples, no nothing left. So he grabbed the farmer, and the farm went down. But the lesson of that story is, I missed that one. Let what? Anybody catch that? Okay, so that's the story. Now, I need volunteers. Need a farmer. Trees. All boys, how about some girls? Leave some girls, because how can the trees make babies? It's all boys. And before we go on to the acting in the play, I want to tell you a story again, in your own words. You don't have to worry about exactly the same thing. I want the story to be close to what you remember it to be. So we'll start and just go around the circle. If anyone really goes off the point there and doesn't get it, but if you feel it's a good idea to add, then go ahead. But at the same time, as it goes around the circle, add your feelings of the old farmer and feelings of just anything about that story that you can think of. So add feeling to it, okay? Okay, now go ahead, you're first. There's a story of an old farmer and an apple tree. It was a beautiful apple tree. And one time the Lord came and saw it. It was a beautiful tree, the best of all. And the Lord the farmer was a farmer's tree. He was collecting the apples, and the Lord came and took one of the apples and ate it. Oh, and it was very good. So he wanted the tree to be taken to his land. And the Lord told the farmer that he wanted to take his tree. So the farmer said, okay, he didn't want to, but he did. So he moved the tree and replanted it. And the tree started withering and died. It was very good. Now, the next person. A long time ago, a farmer had a huge farm and had all different types of fruit and beautiful trees. There was one tree that the farmer loved the most. It was the most beautiful apple tree that was growing. And every year, that farmer would gather all the apples for the Lord. He would give them to the Lord every year. And the Lord said they were delicious apples. And he would work and work and work, and every year, so he'd keep giving them to the Lord. And the Lord saw it and started wondering about it. And with the delicious apples coming from the tree, he caught the farmer and told him to dig up the tree and bring it to the Lord's land, all for the Lord himself. So he worked, and the tree was gone. He was eating his apples and was very excited. And he saw that the tree had withered and died. And the Lord felt no close feelings to the farmer at all. And he asked the farmer, he said he wanted to buy the tree. And he said, okay. So the farmer said, how much? So it doesn't make any difference. I just want you to bring it to my house. And the farmer, he brought it to his house, to his town. Then the tree withered and died. And the Lord got mad. The Lord got mad at the farmer. And the farmer said, too bad, and that's all. Well, the farmer loved to eat. The Lord loved to eat apples, so he went to the farmer, and the farmer decided to give apples to the Lord every year. Then the Lord wanted to buy the apple tree so bad, so he asked the farmer to please give him the apple tree. And the farmer, he finally consented to the Lord. And the farmer brought the apple tree to the Lord's place, and set it down. And then one day, the apple tree started withering and dying, because the apple tree wouldn't accept the the Lord was very disappointed and didn't know what to do. He couldn't eat the apples every day, so he thought maybe that the Lord sent it back to the farmer's place. And that's all of the story. They said that the farmer would collect the apples every year and give them to the Lord. And the Lord would eat them every year, and that they were really delicious, and the Lord really loved them. So one day he went and asked the farmer if he would move it to the Lord's house. The farmer said, okay. So he moved the tree to the Lord's place, and it died. And he was very disappointed. He didn't know what to do, and he's trying to think. One time, a long time ago, there was a farmer out in the country with many, many trees, many, many different types of trees, and flowers and blossoms and everything. And there was one tree that had the most delicious apple tree. Was the favorite one. And every year, the apples would come down in the fall, and he would collect the apples in a basket and take them to the Lord. So every fall, he would keep taking them himself, and the Lord would eat them. And delicious apples. Wow. But the Lord wanted to have that tree. But he knew the farmer had the power over the tree, so he told the farmer he wanted that tree right now. Okay, so the Lord took the tree. They're looking for a good place to put it. So now he got it planted and everything all set up. He was eating the apples, and later the tree died. And the Lord was disappointed. Then he realized that he had been mean to the farmer and his beautiful land. So he went to the farmer and told him he was sorry about the tree, and he understood that from now on that he would stop that. I don't feel comfortable sitting down, so I'll stand up and act. It's better. It was a big farm, and the Lord saw the farmer working. Fantastic apple tree there. And in the fall, the apples would grow, and the farmer would pick them. And he'd keep giving the apples to the Lord's house every year. He'd collect them and give them to the Lord. And all that the farmer gave him, he ate all of the apples that the farmer gave him every year and every fall, year after year after year. The Lord began to wonder one day. He saw the farmer bringing the apples every year. Why should the farmer bring all that stuff here? Why don't I just take his tree and just set it in my own land? Not a bad idea. I'm the Lord, and he's under me, so I'll tell him. Okay, I want that tree on my land. You understand? The farmer had to hold on his emotions, and of course he was quite disappointed. So he started getting everything ready, working and digging and digging and digging, getting the tree out, called his friends to help him move the tree, because he can't do it himself. So all of them lugged the tree over to the Lord's land. They dug another hole, set the tree down in it, got it all set up. And the Lord was smiling. He was proud. It's my own apple tree. Oh, it feels so good. Finally I got it. And the farmer, he had to hold his emotions down. He went home. And the king, the Lord, was eating his apples. One day, he saw that tree wither. He said, what's that? There's something wrong with it. Oh, I'll leave it alone. There's nothing wrong with it. It'll be okay. But the next day, he looked at it. It was withered a little more and going. And it was dead. Huh. What happened? Oh, is the farmer punishing me? I don't know. Okay, call the farmer. Okay. So he walked and he called the farmer. He said, me? Now, what's wrong? Because I didn't do anything. What's wrong? Okay, now calm down, calm down. So he kept walking to the Lord. And the Lord said, oh, there's nothing wrong with you. Oh, what? Oh, there's something wrong with the tree? Oh, the apple tree. It died. The farmer. Oh, very disappointed. Why? You spoiled it. You ruined it. Why? I said that the apple tree was born on the farmer's land. It should have stayed there. This is the Middle Ages of a peasant farmer working on the land. And he planted trees. And there was the grandparents of Johnny Appleseed a long time ago. So he would plant all the seeds, and it would rain, and the trees grew, and the trees grew. He was really quite an expert in training the trees to grow. Well, he saw the Lord there, big plump belly, and a huge castle that he lived in, with little flags and pennants all around it, and servants. Every year he'd climb the apple tree, collect the apples, count them and put them in the baskets, and he was sweating and sweating and sweating. The Lord would eat the apples. They were really delicious. And he'd draw at the mouth and it would fall in his hands. No, the peasant was just hoping that he would like the apples. So I'd go by and taste it, and he would wonder, oh, geez. Maybe think it's phony. It's no good. It's only quite nervous, of course. And he was really bored to go get another apple and bring it back and everything. But so they decided to move the tree over there. So the peasants, okay. So he was quite sorry for the peasant. So he called the group, told them to pick up the tree, take it out, and bring it over to buy horses. So they tied a rope to it and got it up, got it out. Then they pulled it and kept pulling. They had a horse and they picked it up. So on the way he was eating the apples and he was really disappointed. And he worked for that and everything for his house, but now he had to give it to the Lord. So okay, so okay, so there. Okay, so they had big apple pies, and they were going to have an orchard turn up and put apples on the heads and everything. Okay, so they were eating the apples. And the tree started swaying and swaying. And the peasant was hoping that it wouldn't fall over, but it fell against a house. And everything went pale. And it killed the ruler. And he said after I had to walk, he said he's really ashamed of himself that all of the food was gone. So I made a list, said he was sorry. And he had a few other delicious apple trees left. So he screamed and told the other folks. several more characters in this story. We have soldiers and different things and friends to help them come along. And who volunteers to be the farmer?